Hey, it's Rick and Patty from the KORD Morning Show. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it.
And, of course, you can always catch us anywhere and everywhere with our KORD mobile app. It's free for you in the App Store as well in Google Play.
And KORD 612, great to be with you. Happy Friday. Oh, the weekend is just ahead. 70 degrees right now for you. Partly sunny skies. That haze in the air too, Patty.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Well, but it's going to dissipate out of here. It's going to get
I'm
out
still
of
happy the weekend is here.
Yeah, the weekend. I'm super excited that the weekend is here. If you didn't know it, today is National Spoil Your Dog Day, and so we'll talk about that coming up in a little bit. I know, Spoil Your Dog Day. My wife always makes comments about the show. She goes, "It always seems to be something about a dog day." Like
dogs or cats, pets.
I'm
all about it.
Yeah, I'm like, it's National Cat Day, National Dog Day. Well, today, National Spoil Your Dog Day. And she goes, yeah, all you do is talk about dogs and cats all the time. Yep, we like them. we like them.
And your point being.
Exactly. Tomorrow is National Garage Sale Day, if you're curious about that as well. And a good garage sale find is always a good thing. I know,
I haven't been to a garage sale this season yet.
But didn't Jeff call in and say one time that he had gone to a garage sale and got a great deal? I think he's called in about that before. So we'll talk about some great deals.
He haggles at garage sales.
Oh, geez.
It's almost embarrassing.
He's that guy.
He is that guy.
It's price.
You take $2?
It's like,
never mind, it's $3.
Yeah, right.
It's already priced to move, Jeff.
Exactly. Like, yeah, right. Come on, man. Come on.
But they always take less. Do they? Okay.
Yeah. Do they?
Try it.
So we're going to work on some Facebook fun for you, Nashville news, other people's problems, and I believe you've got rodeo tickets coming up at 7:20.
I have one pair of rodeo tickets left. This is for Walla Walla.
Yeah, PRCA. Mm-hmm. This is great.
Yep.
So we're going to give you a chance to win those at 7:20. Get your day started. Grab a cup of coffee. Dig in. Let's get going. You got Rick and Patty, KORD.
You're waking up with the KORD Morning Show. #1 for New Country. 1027 KORD. Make sure you have our free app for concert news, contests, and your favorite country everywhere you go.
#1 for New Country, 1027 KORD. You got Rick, you got Patty. Happy Friday to you and yours. 70 degrees, sunshine for you. Yeah, we're got a nice sunrise we had this morning, and just trying to see through the haze a little bit there. But it is. If you look to the east,
I know.
Definitely a gorgeous sunrise for you. Facebook fun.
I'm there.
Guys, look at what's going on here. What's the best vacation you've ever been on?
What's yours?
I was thinking that many years ago, it's been 20 years, but my first wife and I, we saved for 3 years. And then we took our son to anything and everything. So we did the San Diego Zoo. We did Universal Studios.
Southern California vacation.
We did a huge.
Gotcha.
Did
you go to Disneyland?
We did Knott's Berry Farm, Wax Museum, Hollywood Walk of Fame, and we saved up. It took us forever. We saved up $4,000.
Wow!
And then we did this week-long vacation and literally did the whole California coast.
Yeah.
All the way from San Diego all the way up.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, but it took us 3 years to do it, and so if you're talking, I mean, I've been on a lot of great vacations, but that's probably just because of we worked hard to go onto that one, and we weren't able to do it again. But that was just the one time. Like, okay, let's go and we did it. Whack, you name it, and the hilarity is my wife, my first wife, laughs about it. Is in Hollywood there was a Kenny Rogers restaurant.
You went to a Kenny Rogers?
I
was
did.
that the chicken place?
That was the chicken place, and I'm like, so we're on Hollywood Boulevard, and I look over, and there's a Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm gonna have lunch there. She looks at me like, really? I'm like, yes, we're gonna go have lunch at Kenny Rogers' place.
Oh no!
And we did. It was good.
Oh my gosh!
It was good. It's like Popeyes. At the time.
I get it.
But it was a Kenny Rogers Roaster, and she's like, it's kind of like, I had not.
Seems out of place, though. Hollywood, and there's Kenny Rogers.
When I lived in California, there was actually a Sizzler still left, and I went to the Sizzler. Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's kind of anyway, it was just kind of funny. So best vacation, what do you got?
I'm going way back, and as well, we saved my brother and I, and my parents took us we went to South Dakota.
Nice.
Okay, so you see the signs for like Wall Drug and all that. But also, like, we went to the reptile gardens, we went to Flintstone Land, Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, you did all. So you did,
oh my gosh, yes. But we also saved, I remember my dad, we saved all our change. I can't remember how much money we had, but as well, cost was not a thing.
Yeah, I mean, back then it was lot less expensive.
I just remember
right?
going to this Flintstone Land. It was amazing. It was so fun.
I love it. Okay, I love it. See, everybody's got those great memories. So what's the best vacation you've been on? We want to know. Chime in. That's our Facebook fun. We're going to share some of your vacations. Coming up, you got Rick and Patty. KORD.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD.
You got to see one half of FGL.
Yes.
Brian Kelly was there for you. And Tyler Hubbard. Hopefully someday we get a Tyler Hubbard concert in the Northwest. Looking forward to that someday. All right, Nashville news. What's going on, Patty?
Well, Luke Bryan is bringing it. He is working on a new album. Mind of a Country Boy is dropping September 27th, and it's a follow-up to the 2020 Born Here, Live Here, Die Here album. The 5-time Entertainer of the Year said he's been able to take his time and really compile songs for the album. Country on, but I got a beer in my hand, that is, and Love You, Miss You, Mean It will be featured on the 14-track record as well. Zach Bryan fans can soon get their hands on the vinyl edition of his latest album. The Great American Bar Scene dropped on July 4th. However, it will be released on vinyl on October 10th. The album is Zach's 5th album in 5 years, follows last year's self-titled album that topped the charts. And Jason Aldean's Kitchen and Rooftop Bar is expanding. That venue coming to Las Vegas this fall. His first location opened in 2018 in Nashville, and since then it has become one of the most popular spots on Broadway. Jason's other locations are in Gatlinburg as well as Pittsburgh. And I don't know if you've heard or not, but Blake Shelton is going to do a Las Vegas residency.
Vegas comes up a lot in every conversation, you know. I think with every artist, you know, it's like, hey, you got this offer, or do you want to go look for that? And I need to do it. You know, I feel like it's important for me to branch out and do one for a minute. You know, it doesn't have to be a long-term thing.
So he is going to do a residency. This will be at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace in 2025. The shows are going to take place between February 5th and the 15th, and tickets go on sale on August 16th at blakeshelton.com. Those are your trending headlines.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD. Have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto? Make sure you have our app, so when you connect your device, we can go everywhere together.
Country 1027 KORD. You got Rick, you got Patty. Happy Friday, getting you closer and closer to the weekend at 6:50. Right now, about 70 degrees for you. Did you see that Costco's making a huge change in people?
What's the change?
People are losing their minds.
Is it a food item?
No, it's what? So basically, they're going to have
you have to have the card.
You got to have a card scanner, basically. So I'm like, okay, so everybody's losing their mind over a card scanner.
Well, not everybody is up to date with having that kind of technology. What if you don't even have a phone?
Well, no, you have your card with you when you go into Costco.
What do you mean a card scanner then?
So instead of having the person at the door checking your card, when you go into Costco, you swipe your card. You have a card in your wallet.
Oh, I thought you meant like on your phone. Nope. You know how they have it.
Nope.
You scan.
Nope. So I pull out my little Costco card. So I have my Costco card right here, right? So when you walk,
there's a scanner at the store.
So when you walk
we have that at the gym. You just scan your card.
I get it, but people are losing their minds. That's what I'm saying. So you take out your card, and instead of the person, you know how you know how you flash it when you go through.
Yes.
You know,
yeah. They don't. They're not going to have a person just looking at it.
That person that person might still be there, but there's going to be actual card scanner, and then you just go underneath it. You know, scan yourself in, and then off you go. I mean, I don't know.
Why are they losing their minds over that? I don't.
Just change. People don't like change. People don't like change. But I mean, they're cracking down because people use each other's
cards. I get
and
it.
They try to fool you.
Yeah.
You know. So let's say you have a sister and you look like, or you have two sisters.
You're just going to use their card.
And they look kind of similar. You know, they'll walk in and go, oh yeah, here's my card, and they're like, okay, anyway. So there's little things going. Different things like that. So anyway, you can read more about the article. People are losing it. People just don't like change. I get it.
I get that.
Now I'm on the opposite side. I don't know if anybody's going to agree with me.
For what?
But the least involvement I have with anybody makes me happy.
You like it. So you're good with like self checkout.
Yeah, I've gotten used to it. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. I've gotten used to self-checkout, and if I'm scanning myself in, scanning myself out.
I can remember being completely intimidated by it. Now I don't mind it.
No, because it's just quicker to get.
Yeah.
I just let me do my thing. Let me get going here. I don't have to sit and wait for people behind me. And you've all been there. You're in line. I get it. I mean, I wish we lived in a world where every cashier was open like it used to be, and you could go easily get through Walmart or get through Costco, but it's not that way. So if it's not going to be that way, then I'm like, just get me through as quickly as possible.
I hear you.
It's because I don't want to. It's kind of like, oh geez, I'm going to open it up here.
Oh.
At Dutch Bros, I don't want to have a conversation with you. I just want to order whatever.
You mean you don't want? Hey, how's your day going?
Yeah.
How are you today, sir?
That freaks me out. That just freaks me
What
out.
can I do to put a smile on your face?
What are you doing? Yeah, it's like, okay, please. No, never be rude.
You're like, just give me my drink.
Never be rude, please. Thank you. What are you ordering today? Thank you, please. Be very polite. But to have a conversation about, well, what's your plans for today? What do you got? And like, hey, man.
None of your business. Just give me my drink. I got to get on my way.
The person behind me wants to get through the line, too. So it's like, I'm that guy who just wants to get in, get out. Now, my wife, she'll have a conversation with you.
Well, I mean, what's your hurry, Rick?
Life is out there. Life is out there. So there you go. Costco's big change. You can check out more details about it. You're going to be flat, going to be scanning your card.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Do you agree or disagree with it? Let us know. App chat us. I'm curious what you guys think about that. Do you care? Do you even care?
Nope.
We want to know what you guys think. Let us know. App chat us. Rick and Patty. KORD.
The Cord Morning Show with Rick and Patty. Back with more next on number 1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
Sunshine for you right now, 70 degrees. And got quite the situation going on in other people's problems. What's going on this morning? I know how to respond to this, but go ahead.
You do?
I do.
Hunter in West Richland writes, Rick and Patty, I've been dating Brittany for 9 months. Her family loves me. My family also loves her. And now they're pressuring me to pop the question. I love Brittany, but I'm not in love with her. Is it possible to have a successful marriage if you love someone but are not in love with them? Any advice would help.
Well, I would never tell anybody how to be in their own relationship, but I will tell you that plenty of marriages, and I'm not telling you what to do, Hunter, plenty of marriages have been successful. You can love someone and not be in love with someone. Does that make sense? You can have a very successful marriage. I always look at anything as we talk about this a lot off the microphone. There are 3 ways to be in life. There's happy, content, and then unhappy. And for me, once you're unhappy,
it's over.
It's over.
Yeah,
But
I hear you.
But to think that marriage is butterflies now some people are lucky enough to have it. God bless America that you can do that.
Yeah.
But I do not believe every marriage is swooning, head over heels, butterflies. Oh my God, I'm so sickly. I got my border collie stares at me all day long. He's in love. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's in love with you?
Yeah, I'm sure he is because he's my border collie. He's my dog, right? My wife does not do that. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't stare gazingly in my eyes. And we've been married now 12 years. And I've talked to her about that on occasion. I'm like, man, you used to be, I was going through some Facebook memories. I said, you used to be way more active in, different things, on Facebook and all that, compliments and different things. Well, now we've been married 12 years. You're lucky to get a compliment. No, I'm just saying, you're lucky to get a compliment, if that makes sense. So yeah, can you marry somebody that you're not in love with? Absolutely. Shouldn't you? I would. You have to. I feel like you have to be in love.
You would hope.
Initially.
You would hope.
Initially, because it's going to be rough waters down the road if you're not.
I hear
because
you.
what's going to happen to you,
agree.
Hunter, is someone's going to come along and it'll go, ooh, I like that.
Uh-huh.
And then you never really love Brittany. You know what I'm saying? And then
he readily admits he is not in love with her.
But you do.
I don't know. Can that happen? I don't know.
But there are relationships where you fall. I believe you can fall deeper and deeper in love with somebody. So let's say you initially meet somebody, you get married. Let's say you get married, and you're not head over heels. But over time, you become appreciative to all that they bring to the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I think that to me, that's love.
Well, so you can fall in love.
Absolutely.
Even if you're not in love at the time?
I believe so.
You think?
I think that we put so much onus on, it's got to be butterflies. If it's not, if I don't feel sick when I see you, well, that's grade school. That's junior high. That's high school. Maybe even college. You know what I'm saying? But love, real love, true love is hard work. I guess that's what I'm trying to say about the situation is relationships are hard work. And so I always think that are there moments that I'm not in love with my wife? I'm sure there are. Right? Are there moments she's not in love with me? Absolutely.
Yeah.
When I don't pick up my clothes or I don't do the things that makes her happy, I'm sure there's moments she's like, I'd like to divorce this person. I believe that. So I don't know. What do you think, Patty? I'm gonna throw it back.
Yeah, I would just say I would not go through with this. If you are not in love with Brittany, don't pop the question. Regardless of how much, the families
pressure,
are pressuring you, tell them to back off.
Yeah, well, that.
And I know that's easier said than done, but
I know.
Man.
I got it. Well, I've had.
Don't do it, Hunter.
I have a lot of friends who have been married a year and a half, a year. And they went in headstrong thinking that they were getting something they weren't going to get. And then they're no longer married to those people. And my best buddy, he's been married 3 times. Another one of my best buddies, he's been married 3 times.
But is the third time, is it?
So far, third time's been the charm.
The third time is third time is the charm?
On both of them, exactly.
Okay.
But, I mean, and they both of them got married super young, too. So their first wives were, when they started dating, they were like 16, 17, got married when they could.
Wow, that's young.
Those always blew apart.
Yeah.
Then they got their second wife, and that blew apart. And then now they're in their mid 30s or their early 40s, and now it's the marriage is working. So so each to their own.
What's different this time, though?
Exactly. So Hunter, we're a ton of questions. People are already commenting already. 547 KORD. App chat us. What would you do in the situation? We want to know. Help out Hunter. He's befuddled by this. We don't know his age. Because sometimes, not that age has anything to do with love or marriage, but are they young?
He sounds young.
He sounded young to me. I said, Hunter, I bet Hunter's in his 20s. I just do. All right, guys, what do you guys think? Let us know. App chat us. Let us know what you would do. 547 KORD. You got Rick and Patty.
We love to hear from you, and it's easier than ever to reach out. Just open up the Cord mobile app and send us an app chat message. Or you can contact us the old-fashioned way at 509-547-KORD. Number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD.
It's 1027 KORD. You got Rick, you got Patty. I'm excited because it's just the weekend. Weekend's around the corner, and my brain is already thinking about quitting time. Already it's thinking about quitting time. So I'm getting a little ahead of myself there. But let's do this. We got rodeo tickets, right? Let's do this.
Right. Are you thinking about the Walla Walla County Fair?
Absolutely.
All right. August 28th through September 1st, Walla Walla Fairgrounds. It's the PRCA Rodeo. We've got tickets for August 31st.
All right. 547 KORD, 547 KORD. What caller number do you want to take this morning?
Caller number 5.
Caller number 5. Call right now. 547 KORD. You're off to the Walla Walla Rodeo and PRCA. It's awesome. Caller 5. Take that now. Good luck from 1027 KORD.
You're waking up with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD.
1027 KORD is out and about with Ranch and Home making hometown moments. Ranch and Home is randomly awarding unsuspecting Tri-Cityans. Now, you never know when a Ranch and Home hometown moment might happen to you. Maybe in the coffee drive-thru, at the grocery store checkout, at the gas station.
And all we want to do is put a smile on people's faces, and that's what this is all about.
Thank you, Ranch and Home. That's awesome. You made my day.
Ranch and Home, they're here for you with your number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD.
Number 1 for New Country. It's 1027 KORD. You got Rick, you got Patty. Great to be with you. All right, here's a topic that we don't talk about very often, but it's going to surprise you today, Patty. Breakdancing.
What?
Breakdancing. So I remember being kids, and breakdancing was huge, and then hacky sack. Remember hacky sack?
Yeah.
Hacky sack was huge.
Why are you bringing up hacky sack and breakdancing?
Breakdancing is now at the Olympics. It's going to be on NBC tonight. So if you're going to want to be watching.
Breakdancing is a sport?
Yes, of course it is. Absolutely.
You have to be talented.
Yeah.
I mean.
So interesting enough, Adrian, who's at Orange Theory Fitness that I go with, is a breakdancer, and he's hardcore breakdancer, and there's been competitions around the Tri-Cities
interesting.
where he's done breakdancing competitions. So on the 3-on-3 basketball tournament, different places. He's a competitive breakdancer. Yeah.
Interesting.
It exists in the world, and it's on the Olympics tonight. So,
I never knew. Wow.
Well, you'll get judged on personality, creativity, technique, variety, overall performance, and musicality. So you're gonna get out there with is that when they take out the cardboard box and they lay out?
Probably you could spin better, I assume,
you
on
probably
cardboard,
could.
right?
I just remember that when I was a kid, that was a big deal. Kids would break dance.
I just remember a boombox would come out, and then
got the
people
boom
would
box.
start break dancing.
Now, have you ever tried it?
No,
I think I tried it once or twice.
I did not.
Oh yeah,
I loved watching it.
Yeah, when it was big as a kid, I was like, oh, let me try this, and nope. On my face.
There's no way.
Yeah, no rhythm.
No.
I have no rhythm. Absolutely.
Interesting.
So we'll take some calls. Have you ever had a breakdancing fail? Adrian, if you're listening, call me in. I know my buddy
I don't
Adrian.
think it's for everybody.
It is definitely not for everybody. But if you've had a breakdancing fail, go back to your childhood, go back to your teen years, and if you were a breakdancer, give us a call and let us know.
I didn't even know it was still a thing.
It is a huge thing. It's also called breaking. So
Okay.
It's breakdancing, but breaking, which is going to be tonight right there on the Olympics. So I know that I think you'd be shocked if you went down the list of what are Olympic sports. I think you'd be surprised. But I also look at curling like, really? Curling's one of those ones. I know it takes skill. I just don't understand, I guess, how it works. Because they got the little Canadians out there with the pot bellies. With the brush, with the broom. I'm like, okay.
Well, it's precision. I
get it. It's kind of like shuffleboard on the Love Boat. I get it. You're out there, Mrs. Howell, Mr. and Mrs. Howell on the shuffleboard. Is that kind of what it is? Okay, we'll have some fun with you. 547-KORD.
Oh, my gosh, Rick. I can't believe you say some of the things.
Breakdancing. We're going to talk about it. Take some calls on the way. Rick and Patty, KORD.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD.
And I had some help at 7:50. You got Rick, you got Patty. Good to be with you. Happy Friday, ready for the weekend. Right now it's about 70 degrees. Today's high should be about 89. Little shout out to Johnny this morning. Thank you, Johnny, for your request for Joe Nichols. Broken Heartsville. Haven't played that in a while. But, it's easy. It's super easy. If you've got the KORD mobile app, you want to hear something, just let us know on the KORD mobile app. So my buddy at Orange Theory Fitness, he is an honest-to-goodness breakdancer. His name is Adrian.
Okay.
He's invited me to several breakdancing events here in the Tri-Cities.
Oh.
I've never gone yet, but I want to go see him do this breakdancing.
Okay.
So if you like the Olympics, tonight, they're breakdancing. That is a sport. That is a legit sport.
I see that.
And they're breakdancing. And so they get judged on personality, creativity, technique, variety, overall performance, and then musicality. So definitely going to be worth watching. So I thought we'd have some fun. 547-KORD. Hilarious breakdancing fails. I tried to breakdancing as a kid, maybe once or twice. It didn't end well. Or at least I just couldn't do it.
Did you hurt yourself?
No, you just couldn't do the spin. You know what I'm saying?
see.
You just can't do the spin. I will tell you, the one of the biggest moments ever is when Michael Jackson did the moonwalk for us.
I remember.
That was like, we didn't know how that was done. Now it's you can see
Everybody knows how to moonwalk.
Right. But
I do not.
But at the time when he did it, people lost their, what's that? They lost their minds.
Yep.
So taking some calls, 547-KORD. Tell us about your breakdancing fail. What do you got?
It was my son who tried to supposedly breakdance, but you know how you can put your head down on the carpet or on the floor and spin?
Yeah.
Yes.
But he did it on the carpet and ended up with a giant rug burn on his forehead.
Oh, ow. Oh, yeah, rug burns. Oh, my gosh.
Really?
It's been a while since I've had a rug burn, man, and those rug burns hurt.
On your forehead, though?
Not on my forehead. Not on my forehead, but rug burns hurt. 547-KORD, breakdancing fail. Did you have one?
This guy was breakdancing. He was spinning around, and this little kid came walking up to him, and he just clocked the kid by accident. He didn't intend to do it,
right.
but he hit the kid, and the kid went flying, and the whole crowd kind of screamed, "Oh my gosh!"
I know. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, breakdancing is it can be uncontrollable. That is true. You can spin out of control, and things can happen when you're breakdancing.
I can see that.
Well, if you're a fan of breakdancing tonight, the Olympics is going to have it for you. Believe it or not, yes, it's a sport, and I think
I never knew that.
I need to get.
I didn't know.
We need to get Adrian in here and have him do some breakdancing for us, so we can see this. See his skills.
Well, you get him on the phone, Rick.
Get him on the phone. So there you go. More of your calls on the way. You got Rick and Patty.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD. Make sure you have our free app for concert news, contests, and your favorite country everywhere you go.
11, you got Rick, you got Patty. Always great to be with you. We're going to get an update coming up here with Hunter in just a bit. Other people's problems coming up. Do you marry for love or not marry for love? I mean, that seems like it's an obvious answer, but the situation...
He's not in love.
Right, exactly. So, but again, could he be content? So get more details about that on the Facebook. We'll talk about that here in just 10 minutes. Now, before we get to that... Your KORD mobile app has always got lots of great free content. And interesting enough, Patty, you brought in your Starbucks coffee this morning and you were talking about the price of Starbucks, right? Well, what is the number one thing Washingtonians overspend their money on?
Is it their morning cup of Joe?
It's not coffee.
Oh, it's not.
I know. You're sitting there going, what? How can it be, right?
What is it?
It's not coffee. Coffee's like 8th on the list.
Okay.
So interesting enough, the number one is online shopping. Has become the number one overspend for everybody.
I get that.
Yeah, that's it. It's not coffee. Subscriptions are now up to number 3 because remember you have Hulu, you've got Peacock.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
all this,
yeah.
and you've got Chewy boxes, and you've got meal boxes, and you've got everything.
This is true.
Everything is subscription based and all that. So so that's number 3, but number 1 is online spending.
Well, even like, and I'll just say with Amazon, you have subscriptions, for your products as well.
Absolutely. So the number one thing we overspend is online shopping.
I get
in Washington.
that. I totally get it.
And also, it looks like you were talking about the rising cost of healthcare yesterday. Tell us about that.
Well, unbelievable.
Yeah.
A lot of people now will not, continue with their prescriptions, sadly. A lot of people just won't even seek out health care because of the rising costs. It's amazing.
Don't be like that.
It's hard. Hey, you know what? Your health, you've got to take care of you.
Absolutely. I know. I remember a story many years ago that a friend of mine's dad had a blemish on his face, and he just refused to ever get it looked at, and sadly passed away because it turned out it was cancer. But he just let it go to the point to where it had spread. But he just didn't. I'm not going.
Well,
I'm not going.
And here's the deal: like 1 in 3 households have some sort of medical debt.
Yeah.
So I mean, my husband, had to have an ambulance take him when he was on vacation.
Yep.
And he had to pay that off. I mean,
you got to pay it. Yeah, exactly. Well, I always say that's the least. No, I know.
So he's, he does not want to go to the doctor.
I don't blame him. At these prices, I don't blame him. So you can check out those articles and more. Washingtonians worry about the rising cost of healthcare. Surprise! I don't know if that's a surprise, but maybe it is. What when you get the bill, it's a surprise. Let me crack that bad boy open. I think
not everybody has insurance.
Going forward, no matter what, you should know the bill. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you go get whatever it's like, here's what the bill's going to be.
Yep.
And then you can brace yourself for it rather than, I wonder what it's going to be. I just went to the lab. What's it going to be? X-rays. What's it going to be? They should tell you, hey, you're going to get some
Don't
X-rays.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely. Read these stories and more posted for you now on the station mobile app.
The Cord Morning Show with Rick and Patty. Back with more next on number 1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD. Have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto? Make sure you have our app, so when you connect your device, we can go everywhere together.
It pours. 824, number 1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD. You got Rick, you got Patty. Always good to be with you. I'm ready for the weekend. Do you
have any plans?
I
do not.
So last weekend, I did a little deep cleaning on the house.
You did.
The downstairs basement. We did lawn mowing. We did all that. We did a big old spring.
It's nice when you can spring cleaning even though it's summer. I hear you.
Even though it's August, almost fall.
Yeah.
But did that, and there's always work to be done around the house, for sure. So, and then sometimes it's just a little too hot. My dog could be out there all day long, but I'm like, nope. But I got nothing necessarily planned over the next couple of days. It's nice not to have something planned. If
I'm going to go bike riding.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, it's nice just not to do anything.
I know.
If you can get away with it.
At your leisure.
So Hunter's got a situation. We're going to tie off other people's problems, and we don't know his age though. But what's going on with Hunter?
He's been dating Brittany for 9 months. Her family loves me. My family also loves her, and is now pressuring for me to pop the question. I love Brittany, but I'm not in love with her. Is it possible to have a successful marriage if you love someone but are not in love with them? Any advice you can give me would help. Hunter in West Richland.
All right, lots of folks chiming in on the Facebook, and what are they saying?
Diana says or asks, can you imagine life without her? Is it good or bad? That's your answer.
Barbie says, you obviously deserves better. Stop wasting her time. Move on. Let her find a real man. Why should she settle for wishy-washy feelings? And Diana says, do not marry her. You need to bow out and let her find a man who is in love with her. And that's from Diana.
Alicia's asking, why the rush? It's been 9 months. Do you think you could be in love with her given more time? Not everyone knows or feels that right away. There's so much you need to learn about a person before you can say you're in love with them. So if you need more time, take it.
Bobby Joe says she's going to break up with you after she reads this. Don't do it. Stop wasting her time and move on. That's from Bobby.
Did you do Barbie? She obviously deserves better. Stop wasting her time.
Yeah, I like what Nora says. What is your definition of love? You say you love her, but aren't in love with her. I have been married over 35 years, and marriage has its ups and downs. So are you willing to forsake all others to be with her in sickness and health? That includes when she gains weight, doesn't wear makeup, willing to help with the house and kids, willing to work together as a team. Because when you say I do, that means everything. If you can't commit to her, let her find someone who will love her enough to commit. And that's from Nora. Nora has the best piece of advice there.
Did you say Becky? Move on.
Yeah.
Don't let your family tell you what to do. They aren't the ones to live with her. And a lot of people are different when they in the presence of family.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But I like what Nora said. What's the definition of love? Is it butterflies? Is it, it's like, it's a teamwork. Marriage is hard work. Marriage is teamwork, on all fronts. Whether it be with the kids, whether it be with careers.
Well, and it's tough, though.
It's not just about being in love, I guess.
Even if you don't have children. I mean,
yeah.
I've been married a long time.
You've been married a long time, and you can say marriage is hard.
It's hard. Poor Rick has to listen to me. I'm
just saying, but marriage is hard. Now, does it help to be in love? Yeah, it does.
Of course it does.
If you're married to somebody, sure. And I've always joked, it's not a joke. It's how I look at life. Either you're happy, content, or not happy. I've always said, if you're not happy,
get out.
Then get out.
I hear you.
But you can be content in a marriage and have a great relationship. So, all right, help out, Hunter. What do you guys think? 547-KORD. App chat us what you would do in this situation.
Did we really give him an answer?
Most of these people said just don't even bother. So okay, if that's the answer, that's the answer. I don't think it's that black and white, but maybe it is that black and white. So what do you guys think? Let us know. Other people's problems. You got Rick and Patty.
We love to hear from you, and it's easier than ever to reach out. Just open up the Cord mobile app and send us an app chat message, or you can contact us the old-fashioned way at 509-547-KORD. Number one for New Country, 102.7 KORD.